Good morning, my name is Crystal. People call me Krissy for short. And it is Wednesday, August the 8th, and I have a blood test with Karina at MCH Pentagon Boots at 2:30 this afternoon. I've woke up this morning with chronic tinnitus in my left ear, drilling outside. I've almost been sick and thrown up in the toilet. I feel terrible, like I've got some sort of really nasty infection, and I've felt under the weather since last Thursday when I went to the dentist. Graham did indeed pick me up yesterday just after 11 o'clock. He got held up in traffic and he took me, well, I don't know whether he wanted to come in the flat, but I said, can you please take me somewhere away from this horrible place? I just can't stand living in this place anymore. Could you take me for a drive somewhere? I'd made a call to 111, the health line, before Graham called, because the ear pain had got worse, the noise had got worse, and it was driving me insane. So she said, you need to see a doctor within 2 hours, and she was forwarding something through to my doctors, and I said, well, my doctor, I won't be able to see a doctor in 2 hours. So she said, you know, there's a walk-in centre in Gillingham. I thought a good dose of going out would help, so Graham drove me to Rainham. He wanted to take me in the Honourable Pilot pub again, and he said he didn't have much money. He had 20 quid, so he couldn't have a meal. So I thought, that's fair enough. I had some money on me. So I said, no, I don't want to go there again. So we ended up in the White Horse pub in Rainham, and Graham parked in the Cricketers pub car park, and we had just, a funeral car had just come to collect some people. So we walked past a funeral group, a Mercedes, which accompanies a hearse basically. It wasn't a Mercedes, a nice Mercedes, it was a Mercedes that funeral directors use, that goes behind a hearse. So that put the willies up me. Very nice chap in the White Horse pub. I had a Stella Shandy, Graham had a beer, and we sat outside on the picnic benches and talked. Various oddballs walking up and down the road like it was an episode of Coronation Street. By oddballs I mean men with funny teeth staring at me as I was sat there, people with various ailments and disabilities like of Little Britain. I wasn't cheered up. This noise has disrupted my life since last Thursday, and I feel thoroughly miserable. After the White Horse pub, I asked Graham to take me to the Riverside Country Park, and that was no better. We both had a cup of tea. He had nothing to eat. I had a feast lolly, so I ate something. And after that, Graham drove me to the walking centre, Balmoral Gardens, Gillingham, where my dad has gone to have his warfarin checked. So I said, how long is the wait? She said 40 minutes. I found myself both frightened and I felt scared. Graham sat in the car. I sat in the waiting room, and this man came in with Danny Rest in Pieces tattooed on his leg. Danny is my neighbour's son. He kept looking, and he was quite scary looking, and he kept rolling his grey tracky bottoms up to his knees. There was a child in there with a problem with his ear like I had, and she brought his packed lunch in. Did he want grapes? Did he want a sandwich? Then there was a girl called Amber who had a purple bun in her hair, and she was playing around with a Rubik's Cube toy. And she said to the little boy, "Would you like this? Would you like some water?" And this boy had ear trouble. Again, people were using their mobile phones, which was hurting my face. I can't help it, people can't help it, people use phones, but mobile phones, I've got nerve damage to the side of my left face. So if someone comes and sits next to me with a mobile phone, it hurts me. So this man started having a phone conversation in the doctor's waiting room. The lady gave her son a Wi-Fi game to play, and I felt genuinely awful. Finally I got to see the doctor, and he said it looks like you've got an ear infection, and he's given me some drops to put in my ears, steroid ear drops, 3 times a day, 3 drops in the ear, and hopefully that will help. But basically I've got nerve damage to my face, and as the years and the months go on, it's progressively getting worse, and that is why I went to the Medway Maritime Hospital, for them to give me some sort of plan that I can get distracted from this pain and noise in my ear and face, so that I can have a better quality of life, because I end up stuck in my flat, men in the bushes drilling. And no wonder I've got earache, because they chopped trees down last week, and the man chopping the trees down had ear protectors. It just feels as if it's being done on purpose. And trees supply oxygen. If you start cutting all the trees down, we're all going to die of lack of oxygen. A tree is a natural beauty, and it supplies us with oxygen. So just because someone says they like trees, you don't go cutting them down to be spiteful. They are a natural necessity. It supplies people with oxygen to breathe. The more trees you cut down, the less oxygen supply we'll all have. It's really stupid, because prior to them cutting a load of trees down, I said I like photographing trees on Twitter. So the idiots start cutting all the trees down. The Sun newspaper yesterday: Stokes gay taunts, KO'd 2 other men, jury told Star Wars out of control. England cricketer Ben Stokes taunted a gay couple outside a nightclub before knocking out 2 other men in a sustained episode of violence. And Beyonce's "Having My Twins Nearly Killed Me." And glamour girl Katie Price is due at a London bank after blowing a 45 million fortune. Bankruptcy court order. I also got the Medway Messenger, trusted news from Medway. I live in Chatham, which is in Medway. And Fun and Cakes to help Royal British Legion. A church in Rainham has become the first to receive cash to fight the scourge of knife crime across Medway. So Medway's got a lot of knife crime. I went into Tesco's Rainham to get my banana supply, and this is my breakfast this morning. I'm struggling to eat with all the medication I'm on, so I have a couple of bananas, a tin of soup and a tin of custard.